Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right. I am John Palacio.
And I'm Marlene Cuellar, and thank you for joining us this morning.
That's right. You're getting your morning started right. It is a Friday, and it's lovely outside.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm loving the weather. It's so cool. Overcast in the city, but we hope that everything is okay in your neck of the wood. Here is the professional, though.
We have Angelia Guy on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good, and you?
Not too bad. Of course, it's dry so far, but I don't know what that means for the rest of the day. Tell us what we can expect.
Well, there are a few thunderstorms occurring over the north this morning. For today, we're expecting a few showers and thunderstorms to occur mostly offshore.
Okay.
And mostly over the northern mainland.
Okay. And the rest of the country, how are they going to be affected?
The rest of the country will experience one or two showers for the morning.
Okay. All right. And what about our winds?
The winds will blow from the east and southeast at 10 to 20 knots with higher gusts.
And the sea
seeing gust winds for the next few days.
Okay. And what does that mean for people headed out to sea?
We have a small craft caution for the gust winds and rough seas.
And that's in effect for all of today or just for right now?
For all of today and possibly into the weekend, since we have the gust winds expected to continue.
Okay, we hope people hear that warning as they make their weekend plans. Now let's talk about the high temperatures.
The high temperatures today will remain on the cooler side, peaking at about 82 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 84 inland, and 76 in the hills.
Okay. And tonight, how cool is it going to be?
Okay, tonight will be a bit similar to last night, with the low temperatures ranging from 80 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 74 inland, and 68 in the hills.
All right. And Angelia, of course, what is the weekend weather going to be like? Are we going to see similarly wet conditions or drying out?
A bit dry. We expect generally fair weather with 1 and 2 showers now and then, brief showers.
All right, so definitely not as much as we've seen in the past few days.
No.
Okay, that's good news. Well, thank you very much for that update.
You're welcome.
You have a great day today and the weekend.
Thank you, you too.
All right.
All right, so there you go. Now we know exactly what the weather conditions will be like for the remainder of the weekend. And we want to say a big thank you to the folks at the National Med Service. Now we know,
Now we do, and it seems that the rain is not immediately coming to an end, but it is slowing down.
It's slowing down, and that's definitely a good thing. What I love about the weather is that there is a part for everyone. There's something for everyone when it comes to the weather. Either it's slow down, either it's arena or somebody like that, or just
Well, that's true. That's true. Everybody has different likes. Yesterday it kind of fooled you, though, because the sun came out, it was popping,
Yeah,
and then you said, okay,
right?
well, you know, we can get things done.
then.
It was just downpour.
Oh, my goodness. But that's a part of it, and we're so thankful that we've got lovely, lovely weather across our country, and of course, we've got good people starting their morning right.
All right, but it does mean, even if it's a little bit dry right now, you do want to prepare for the chance of rain.
Definitely.
And you want to keep that in mind as you head out the doors this morning.
And now we move on into
our eye opener, which means a bit of motivation for this morning. And our eye opener is taken from dailyom.com, and it goes like this. The decision to marry should not be based solely on having the feeling of love in your heart. The decision to marry someone you love, to bond yourself to them completely, is unlike any other and can reshape your existence. When two people have similar goals, values, and needs, marriage can result in a lifetime partnership of love and respect, shared laughter and tears, friendship and intimacy that is ultimately fulfilling. Love is often cited as the sole prerequisite of strong and stable married life. Carefully considering whether you truly want to get married, both individually and as a couple, can ensure that if you do choose to marry, your relationship can grow to unimaginable depths. Remember that planning a wedding is simple when compared to the intricacies of nurturing a marriage. The honeymoon and nesting period will eventually wear off, and what you are left with is a partner for life. When you work together with your partner, reassure and support one another, and are honest about your feelings regarding marriage, you'll come to the right decision.
Yeah.
John, this is all you.
Oh my goodness.
Go for it.
Yeah, it is. I'll tell you what stands out most for me is basically the topic for discussion. The decision to marry should not be based solely on having the feeling of love in your heart. Look, I'll tell you what, Mar. I made that step. And I made that step not because we've got 2 children together. I made that step because I know that we're compatible. I know that we're challenging to each other. I know that we've got the goals of moving forward. I know that, I knew that we have got the same feeling at heart in terms of how to raise the family. And that was basically the anchor to it. That was when I decided, you know what, this is my life partner. I don't want to go anywhere else, because to me, moving somewhere else simply means that you need to learn all this over. Look, I'm not sure you could just meet somebody in 2-3 weeks like we see some of the celebrities in the US would do. Meet them in a week and then we decide to tie the knot. That to me is not the way. You need to really be anchored down. It's discussions. It's knowing each other. It's knowing what we want. It's having that end goal and saying, these things I might not feel, I saying these things I might not feel. We put them together, and when combined, could be one of the most beautiful things in the world. And that's the reason why I made my step. I like the eye-opener.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, it might be tough to bear.
Well, I think all it does is bring a level of reality to it. And,
Yeah.
and when you get swept up in the emotions of love, there's a lot, and they say love blinds you, and it's true, because I think just everything chemically that's happening in your brain and what you're feeling, you're not really able to see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
And, I think that what it reminds people of is that while it is important to have that shared love, it's not all that it's going to take. And marriage is such an important step to take in life.
It is.
It should be serious. It should be something that you are considering long term and not, I'm checking off the first wife or second wife in this process. And I think that that's what the eye opener is really reminding people of today.
Yeah, you're right. And I like the reminder, and I hope that people will take heed of it, especially when we read out or when we make mention of these eye openers. It is a very big step. It is a very huge step, and for a lot of folks, things might not work. I guess something might have sparked somewhere else, but at the same time, having the conversation, especially yesterday's eye opener, is definitely one that should happen every day for each other. Having a discussion. Things might not be exactly how you want for it to be, but at the same time, try to get to the conclusion together. The communication conversation we had yesterday is a very good way to make things work for you. Have the conversation. Listen. Be a listener. Listen to the situation. Listen to the conversation.
Have an open mind.
Have an open mind to it. And then we can come to a conclusion together. Togetherness, make it work.
Yeah.
That much I could tell you.
And I do love what I think is one of the more important reminders in the eye opener. A lot of people get caught up in planning the wedding, and weddings are beautiful, but that's, just a minor step in all of it. The conversations, like, did you know the top 3 reasons? I can't remember if I remember all 3. It's financial issues, it's raising children, and I don't remember the third one, so forgive me. But because people get together, they love each other, they dream of families together. But when you realize that how you want to raise the children and how I want to raise the children are two very different,
ways, yeah.
based on two different value systems,
Yeah.
we even decided, or financial goals, how you manage money, how I manage money, those are two very different approaches as well. And you don't have those conversations before, it's going to be a tough path
It's
when
gonna
you're
be-
already stuck together.
Indeed, and I'll tell you what, the conversation can be even tougher, especially after the marriage, because sometimes you think about it and say to yourself, and this is reality.
Yeah.
Did I make the right move? There are conversations that happen with marriage couples that could be very tough, and for some folks might say this determines where we're going if we're going to make it in life. But the financial conversation is something that is very vital, and it affects every nook and cranny of that household.
Yeah.
So when you're having a financial conversation simply means that we're going to put this here, we're going to put this here. We might overspend at times, but that should not determine the fate of our relationship. This is where we're going back to. And that's always, to me, for us, that's always the breakthrough, because we could always see the light. But for both people, you must be able to see that light at the end of the tunnel.
You got to talk about it before. Yeah.
Tough conversation, but it's reality.
All right. So that is our eye opener for this morning. Probably scared some people who are planning weddings right now. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you what, and it's a good scare, because then now you've got things to think about. But it doesn't end there. You move on with what you've got to, what you're thinking about.
All right. Okay, we're going to shift gears now to, I think that was good enough to be a bit of morning tea. Of course, we have a morning tea to start up conversations, something to talk about while you're having breakfast, and maybe to discuss further. And we look at things that are buzzing all over the country and in Belize.
Definitely.
So this morning's tea, have you heard about the naked philanthropist?
No, I haven't heard about it, but just reading what's going on here, I was like, what?
Okay, so we know that there's a very critical situation happening in Australia where there are devastating fires. And I don't even think devastating is sufficient to explain the extent of damage that's happening there. You're talking about 1 billion animals that have probably been wiped out. You're talking about entire towns that have been wiped out.
Yeah.
People have lost their lives, and it just keeps on growing.
Yeah.
So clearly, there's a great financial need in being able to manage the situation, and it's become more a part of the international discussion. But here's what happened. There's this woman who was on Instagram who wanted to help to raise money for the Australian fires. And she decided that she would send a direct message of a nude photo of herself for anyone who had proof of making a donation. She calls herself the Naked Philanthropist. And so all you had to do was, prove that you donated money, send her the proof,
I guess the receipt,
and you
or
would
whatever.
get the nude in response. She says she's raised about $700,000, but now the backlash is coming, and so she's lost her relationship, her family's disowned her, Instagram deactivated her account. And there's a lot of discussion. Is it wrong? Is it right? How do we view this issue?
I don't
I mean,
know.
if you put it into perspective for yourself, would you support a partner that would do this, or even a relative with this kind of cause?
That's a great conversation to have, especially for a morning tea. While you're having conversations at work, this is one of them. I'll tell you what.
Do you think she's doing something wrong?
That's a
good place to start.
That's a very good place to start. She's got the right mentality of raising funds. That's the right part. But the situation boils around how she is doing it. And that's the tough part. So would I support my spouse for doing such thing? If there is a big fire here in our country and we need to raise some funds, and she would send nudes to people for $10? No.
Okay. Well, it's done or over, but I mean, don't confine yourself to the money part. What if it's 500,000? Is it yes then?
No.
Okay, good.
Because there are different ways of how you could do this. And I'll tell you what, I love the fact that we're going through this. It reminds me of years back, there was a young lady in Brazil. And she was a virgin. And
Oh, yeah, I remember that
Yeah,
story.
and what she did it was an auction whereby
Yeah.
she auctioned off her, virginity to because they needed to do some work.
Mm-hmm.
And so, tough. These are tough.
Yeah, but I think virginity and nudes are two separate things too.
They are, but at the same time,
especially where we see there's so many things close to nudity in social media already, and I don't know. But, okay, here's what I think. When I saw the story, it's been out for a while. I think sometimes that we have to be cognizant that in the worst of times, we see people come forward, and many times, because the situation is so grave, we see it as at face value. They're trying to help. But not everyone has the best motives. Some people are opportunists, and they see an opportunity for themselves.
Yeah.
The motive has changed. It's not, I don't know her, but my first thought was, you're just being an opportunist. We are talking about her in Belize, and in fact, across the globe, they're talking about her.
Yeah.
And so she's become far more known. She's gotten the level of celebrity, maybe, that she wanted to achieve. And so I think that we also have to, we have to keep that in mind. We see that everywhere. Something bad happens, and all of a sudden,
People are piggybacking
people
on
come
it.
out of every nook and corner, and some have great motives. Some have been doing work and helping the entire time, and some just say, here's my chance to get my name out there. I'm going to help and get online and let everybody know. And so the motives aren't quite the same. And that's what I suspect is happening here.
All right,
in
so-
terms of the support part, I'm a no. I just think that it's maybe if you were a porn star and like your body has already been out there, it's a completely different thing. That's a part of what you market already.
Yeah.
But
Just to start it up,
I don't
because
see how you could
this
be
is-
okay with that. Yeah.
So one of the things I like during the morning tea, though, when you ask me those questions, I like to circle the room as well.
Oh,
So
I
it's not-
got an answer over here already.
What do
This is
you
an
say?
interesting
Yes
one.
or
He's
no?
okay with partial nudity.
You good?
He's okay with partial nude. This is our cameraman in here.
Alvin?
Henry loves the morning tea.
You know, yes or no? Depends, he say.
Depends.
Dreams.
All right, we
Dreams
got a
is
yes.
for it. Yeah, there's a yes, there's a depends, and there's a partial. I say no.
I'm a no. That's a tough one. So
What do you think? Go on your social media network and or your social media platform and have a discussion with folks. Do you support it? Would you support that person? It's a good conversation starter. But we need to move on this morning. We've got 3 wonderful segments lined up for you. After all, it is a fun Friday, and when it comes to Friday, you never know. We've got things lined up. Speaking of lining up, in our first segment for this morning, we've got chamber music from Austria and Belize. There'll be a performance here, and of course, there'll be the folks in to tell us all about this performance.
all right, and then it's time to cook in grace flavor with a beat, and we have some wonderful recipes lined up that Chef Dwayne is going to be sharing with us.
Definitely. Did you say flavor, Marlene? Did you say flavor? So I'll tell you what, we've got some more flavor coming your way as Flavor Fizz Shack will be in with us, and they'll be whipping up some healthy smoothies and fruit balls. So we want for you to stay with us, because when we come back, it's going to be for music, and more music. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Before we do,
Oh,
though, we
yes.
got our birthday shout out, and today we're saying happy birthday to
Adriani Young. Happy birthday to you, coming from all of us here at Channel 5 and all of us right here on Open Your Eyes. She's a regular on Open Your
Oh,
Eyes, by
yes,
the way.
yes. She comes in, she does cupcakes, she does makeup. Today we say happy birthday to you, and do enjoy your day and entire weekend. You know she's going to be real glammed tonight, right?
I'm sure, and it's a Friday. Enjoy your day. So we'll take that break, and when we come back, we'll be having some good music in studio. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
With over 100
welcome back. It is a fun Friday. Welcome back to Open Your Eyes with all the fun. We've got that lined up for this morning. We've got some lovely folks in. They're all the way from Austria. And it's actually a chamber music from Austria and Belize. Now, we've got this guy, he came back, and we're so glad to have you in. He's actually Peter Ilovsky, and he's a music director and cellist as well.
Cello, yeah.
Cellist.
Cellist,
Yeah.
okay, I see here. Yeah, which is, of course, the proper spelling here. Ekos Balansky. Okay. Did I get it correct?
Banglaki.
We've got Jaroslav
Melusi.
Okay. All right, there you go. You
He's
can
on
say
the
very
viola.
good. And then we've got Jacqueline Kapasinski. Oh my God.
That's good.
I messed up everybody's name. Guys, good morning and welcome. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is a fun Friday, and we know that you guys are very good with music. But because it's a fun Friday, we have some Belizean music that you need to dance for us this morning. It's going to be my partners, Jacqueline, you and Peter, and you along with Ikos. You guys ready?
Okay.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, no. I was kidding.
I was ready to get.
But we know Peter's been practicing, right?
Yeah, he's a professional already. He's a professional. But it's a fun Friday, guys. Welcome back. Peter, talk to us. How has it been for you?
Well, after past the last time, I had such a good time the last time. I stayed almost 2 months in Belize, so I was a very busy second half of the year in Austria and Germany with several operas performing there. So in the meantime, we already prepared our next tour for Belize, and I was really looking forward that this time we will bring the teachers for the Belize virtuosi, and I could bring along a fantastic violin player, a viola player. We even brought a professional composer and music theory person who is behind the music, and I could even bring, with the help of the Austrian government, you need to book your own seat for the cello, so I could take the cello along. So I'm so happy to present it here.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yes. Now, just what about your experience last year made you decide that you wanted to come back and bring friends?
Exactly. Last year I was altogether, I spent 3 months in Belize, so I got to know the music scene, the people, the needs of the people. I did a lot of concerts and I found the basis out, what is necessary. We need a lot of teachers. There is a big interest for music. Any age, they want to learn, they want to get into music. We want to make the Belize virtuosi running, we want to export it, and on top of this, what is happening now, we will have the visit in 2 weeks' time of one of the music directors of the New York Metropolitan Opera on the 22nd of January. Please remind it, she will be flying in for 1 day. I think she should come over and meet you.
Okay.
So this will be the top, because I just say what we do now is the instrumental, but she will do opera here, Porgy and Bess. So we'll talk another time about this.
Peter, what did you take back to Austria that actually wanted or puts in mind that, you know what, I need to bring along my crew? What did you take back that was most touching to you from Belize?
Most touching was the eyes of the children looking at me when I was playing and asking, like, I also want to play like you. Is it possible, please? And I said, yes, I will help you. We will do something. We will bring the people, the professionals, so it gets better. Here are musicians, and we also want them to get better. We want to raise the standard, because only, we say in Latin, per aspera ad astra. So through learning, through discipline, we will form our character and we will build up the future generation. Excellent. And that's what's happening through the music.
Wow. Deep.
So you had 2 concerts. You had one last night, you're having one tomorrow. But I'd imagine that your time here is not just spent playing. You're actually working along with musicians as well. Tell me about that part.
No, this is amazing. I was asked, Colville Young asked me, please, can you have here some double bass students for the National Youth Orchestra, and I received them, and I was so happy, keen, waiting, willing to learn, and so they also demanding, please, let's have some teachers, stable, permanent here. They want to learn. They are ready. They want to build up.
What you were speaking about, we've seen so many times, there's a lot of passion and
Yes.
raw talent, but oftentimes it's getting people to help mold them. And that's where the three of you come in. You're having your first experience in Belize, right? All of you first time?
I'm second time here.
Second time,
Yeah.
okay, first time?
I was a second time. I was
Second.
14 years ago here.
14.
Yes.
14. 14. No, 14. not so 14 years ago, but that was just touristic. I was
Okay.
just hiking around in a rainforest, and so this is my second time here.
Yeah.
But musically, it's the first time, and this is very exciting for me also to get to know these young people, the new generation here. We got to know these young singers here in Belize and percussion player. They are beautiful people and full of energy and full of willingness. They want to do something, and that is very surprising for me, but a very positive feeling.
What was the first thing that you noticed when you met with the musicians? Because that's interesting. You came and you hiked around a jungle,
Yes.
and then you come back
I
to
was in
teach
jungle.
them your trade, your music.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you recognized when you met them?
Firstly, I worked with two young singers, sopranos, and just was idealism. I think that is the real word. They want to make music, and for this generation, it is not important. It is pop music, it is classic, it is German classic, it is Italian classic. They want to make every art of music, and that is for me always very positive, because there is no different music. But the music is one. You know? Whether it's pop music, is opera music, is chamber music. Just you have it be full of life, and these people here, these young people here in Belize, they are full of life.
Were you asked to come back? What was the conversation like? And when you heard music in Belize, what came to your mind?
Yes. Nothing. we know nothing. Europe, we know nothing about Belize, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I was a little researching, and I found a Corey Young, senior and junior Corey Young, and very interesting compositions. We performed already in Vienna a piece from Corey Young last year, and it was very interesting experience. And of course, I am very interested in the Garifuna music, in the Maya music, as they're really genuine Belizean folks music.
Yes.
And maybe I experience more about it.
Yeah.
But it would be beautiful to see what kind of, and of course the steel drums.
Yeah.
I am
Love
loving
that.
steel drum. Yes. And yesterday we performed a piece from Alexander Evans, a very gifted young composer, and this was a chamber music with European strings and the Belizean steel drums, and it sounds so beautiful, so new,
my
you know.
gosh.
It was, and I think in Belizean you have, of course, educate the young people, the young musicians on the European way, but you must be true for your roots, for Belizean roots, and then we can create a new fusion, a new synthesis. This is interesting.
You know, Ekos, I'm trying to. We need to get him behind a marimba.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
we
Love
need
that.
to
You
do.
play marimba, you don't go back.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about your experience. This is your second time here. Tell us about that.
Second time. I was here in April, last April, with Petra. We played duets last time.
Yes.
And I can compare how it was first time and how it's now. I think yesterday we had a concert and it was much more people, like audience, like last time. So I think we'll be grow up maybe.
Yeah.
The podium, the audience, and we have also two concerts in the islands. So I'm really looking forward for this experience.
I know.
And tell us about working with the musicians.
Working with the musicians. So we are doing really fun here.
Yeah.
So we are very lucky to play and to visit again, because I'm playing in Mexico. This kind of work, when I came to Mexico start 2003, and their beginner chamber music, orchestra music 2003. So now here it's something similar like it was there 15 years ago, and I'm very glad to start again this kind of work, like beginning and grow up and show the
Really
music,
nice.
because many people don't know classic music here. I'm playing viola. It's bigger violin that many people just know violin, but viola is a bit different. So ask me how it's looking, if it's playing like that or like that. So I think will be more and more, and it's very exciting to show music to local people, and maybe will be more and more.
Of course, let's hope.
Yeah.
And then we go over to Jacqueline. I love that name. I love that name. It is your first time in Belize. What is your first impression, and how is it working along? How do you feel about being here?
I'm very thankful about the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
And I love the weather here, and I love the people very, very much. And the atmosphere yesterday in the concert was really, really fantastic. As Belize is a big Entdeckung? Discover for me.
Yeah. But what was the difference in the audience? What was the difference in the experience that you had here?
I'm all the time in this pure professional world. It's really serious, all the time serious.
Yeah.
And here I feel much more soul in all the things which the people do.
Yeah.
And it's very emotional also. It's different to what we know.
Yeah.
From your
So
first,
it's the love
Yeah,
that
it's
you
the-
feel, the
yes.
love for the music, the love to play.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
The
if you,
attitude is
it
very
is.
nice.
It is. I hear you. I know when you have to be formal at every time. You're formal at your work, and when the time comes that you could do your work and you could be laid back and relaxed, it's a better feeling. If you should leave this country tomorrow, would you come back?
Of course.
Sold. Now,
Really nice.
what you've all spoken about is the experience of working together with the Belizean musicians, and it is a collaboration. I do want to say that. Talk to us about who else was on stage, because I do have to mention that one of our hosts was on stage last night. Do you know him?
We had yesterday. We had who else was on stage? We
Gavin
had the
Courtney.
singers. Gavin,
Yes.
Gavin
Yeah, he
was
helps
singing.
to host the show sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, he's a cool.
Yeah.
Yes, you accompanied
opera
him.
singer,
He did
yeah.
two.
Okay.
He did
Yeah.
two Mozart arias
Yeah.
yesterday. Gavin.
Yeah.
We had Kani Herrera, also Alexander Evans on the steel drum with his composition, which was really a great blend of steel drum and the strings.
Cherish Latouche, a young soprano.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. And Teddy Bear.
Teddy Bear, yeah, Teddy Bear was good.
Teddy Bear.
I don't know Teddy Bear.
Oh,
Teddy
Yet.
you,
Bear. I may know him by a different name.
Yeah, probably.
I only know him by Teddy Bear.
Teddy Bear is a taxi driver.
Oh, I know
And
Teddy Bear. I know
Ah.
his taxi says Teddy Bear. He's a good guy.
He was singing. He was singing on the stage.
Wow.
And it's very beautiful, very simple songs.
Yes.
But it's very sincere songs.
Yeah.
It was very, very, very fine.
Yeah.
Jacqueline, what do you think of the genre of music in Belize? There is Garifuna music, you've got Creole folk music, you've got Hispanic music. What do you think about the various types of music in Belize? Or have you introduced her to Garifuna music?
Okay, I was going to interrupt you because we didn't survive the time because we arrived on Sunday.
Okay.
And we sort of only were like rehearsing.
Yeah.
And the little thing we could do like the teaching and then going to the concert hall. But this is what we want to do after we come back from San Pedro. I want to introduce her because we are going to have in Belmopan at the university, a concert and a seminar, and there we will have more time because about this diversity, as you said, the ethnological background. For us from Austria, there are big similarities because we have a lot of different cultures being assimilated through the centuries, and we see the same thing happening here. That's why we are so interested to preserve all these different. I got already in contact with the Garifuna musicians,
Nice.
and I performed with Musa together, and we had all these different, and so this is the great thing, and we all, we can blend them, but we also have to preserve each of them, so they can, like this is the flower, and this is the other flower, and they can grow and grow, so we will have this different paradise, with all these different cultural styles.
Yeah. Now, when you look at the talent that we have here, we've interviewed quite a few of them. They do sometimes get opportunities to join the Central American Youth Orchestra. I believe there's the Orchestra of the Americas. We've had representation there. So they've been somewhat silently building themselves in the background, but they haven't had opportunities as would be available in Europe. What do you think is the possibility for the talent that you've seen here, if given the additional tools or training or foundations that perhaps they never got exposed to? Whoever.
Anybody jump.
Of course, education is the first thing.
Yes.
Of course, but for the young musicians, singer, instrumentalist, is the main important thing, the opportunities to perform. And you have this Bliss Auditorium, there's a fantastic theater. You could make real operas. You know, there is a possibility, the technical possibility in house, you could make it actually, maybe with a smaller orchestra, and that would be a fantastic opportunity for the singer to make here in Belize, and not abroad, but here in Belize, operas. And much more considered, because the interest exists. Yesterday we had almost full this auditorium. The people are interested, and the young musicians are also very enthusiastic about singing. Just must.
Yeah, see, we have the problem is here. There is for musicians and singers, for them is no infrastructure. So they need the venues. Okay, there are the cultural halls, but they need the orchestras, they need the possibilities to perform. It has to be set up professionally. They need to be able to rehearse. So I think what people here need is some help so they can help themselves. But this is the thing why I think the teachers should come here, and they would train them, and also having for the people here the real live music on a very high standard.
We started the Belize Youth Orchestra a while back, and I know it does have some older people kind of to fill the areas where they didn't have players that already existed. You've probably seen the growth just in the past year.
Yes, I even performed together with them. I was very happy, and it's great, this internal dynamics which are happening. So the students I got now, the double bass players, we urgently need them in the youth orchestra, but we also need cello players, and of course many more violin players to make it grow.
So Peter, we need to do a bit of music education here. You guys can help us too, first of all. So we want people to know and understand more about the instruments, the classics. You said double bass. Which one is the double bass?
Oh, the double
Let's
bass.
differentiate. He was saying everybody calls it. So that's the medium violin, the cello is the big violin, and you play.
Like we can demonstrate you now the double bass is very tall, but we have today in the studio 3 different instruments.
Yes.
We have the violin from Jacqueline, the viola from Yaro, and the cello from Peter. And maybe before we play, we should hold it against the camera, and especially they can see the difference, because there is not much difference between violin and viola. But when you have a closer look, then you will see, because the viola has to be a little bit bigger because it is a little bit the lower sound. And it's in between the big cello and this small violin. We didn't bring the double bass today. this is the tone. But the next time we should be able.
Okay. Okay. So now you can
ready?
help people
Yes.
to understand the difference between them.
All right, we're looking forward to hearing from you guys, and I guess this is the opportunity to grace us
Yes.
with good music. So I
And
guess
I want to, sorry to interrupt you, we are going to perform a piece by Ludwig van Beethoven. And there is this little joke, there's this famous melody, da da dee da dee da dee da da. And when Beethoven wrote it, it was actually called Für Belize. And when it was printed, the B fell away, so then it's called Für Elise.
I like that story. We are going to take it and run with it. Now, the entire piece is an homage to Beethoven, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the entire show.
Right?
Yeah.
This is one, the first movement from
Yeah.
this piece of Beethoven, and there's a very early piece from Beethoven. It was a very young man, 20 years old,
Yeah.
composed this, and there's a very wild piece. You will hear it. This
Yeah.
is a young piece.
And our singers are setting, not our singers, our musicians are setting up for their performance, but this is an opportunity for everyone to know where they can see them. You're going to be performing again tonight.
Yes,
Yeah.
at the Mexican Institute, and 6 o'clock p.m.
okay,
Yeah.
6 p.m.
And tomorrow in San Pedro.
San Pedro.
San Pedro.
Oh,
After
lovely.
tomorrow, also San Pedro, I think, in church, Living World Church.
Yeah.
Right?
Living World Church
Living
in San
Church,
Pedro.
Sunday, and Wednesday in Belmopan.
Perfect.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to.
Concert before the park concert.
When is the park concert? You can talk. You have a mic.
Tomorrow at 4, it's in the park.
Where?
In San Pedro, don't ask me exactly, but they
Okay,
they
so
will
the
put it
Central
on.
Park in San Pedro at 4.
Yes. And
Then
if it's free entrance for everybody, it's for the kids are welcome. They can try out the instruments.
yeah.
Perfect.
And Living World at night.
Living Word is on Sunday morning, at the regular church service.
Okay, excellent. And,
And
Wednesday
then on
in-
Saturday evening at the theater it's a formal concerto.
Wow.
etc.
Yeah. Okay. And all these concerts are free?
No, the one in the park is free, and the church, of course.
Okay.
For the theater, they have to charge something to pay for the.
And tonight at the Mexican Institute is free.
Of course, tonight starting at 6 at the Mexican Institute. Free
Yes.
entry.
And people should get there early because you had a full
Please
house last
come
night.
first, come first, sir.
Yeah.
Last time.
All right. It's your show now, guys. Take it away.
Wow.
There you go. Great job, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Smart
16. This message is brought to you by the Community Rehabilitation Department, the National Committee for Families and Children, and UNICEF.
Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we gonna rock.
While you may have heard the song before, you may not have heard that in Belize City, there is an Electric Avenue. The business of naming streets is a funny thing. Electric Avenue, which is in the Mahogany Street area, was given its name by the people living there, and the city council decided to go with the flow. Now the streets that had no names in Balama are being named, but this time by the city council.
The way we did it is with consultation with the people in the division and the people of the PUB Freetown Committee. We came together and we looked at names and it was suggested and accepted by the committee, put to the council as a resolution. The resolution was passed, and now we have the names for the streets.
While some streets were given the names of fruit trees and different types of wood, others were named after historical figures and local personalities. For example, this street was named after Wilfred Peters of the Boom and Chime Band.
Run, Mr. Peters, run for your life. Do Mr. Peters, run, everybody is gone.
We caught up with another famous personality who didn't even know she had a street named after her until we told her.
I just learned today that they have a crescent named Lauren Burgess Crescent, which I think is a great honor, but I don't know which party they are, just the Bacabelamaya. I don't know that which one. I think our whole jigsaw puzzle, we have to check the map.
Lauren and I decided to put the pieces of the puzzle together to find a crescent. It took us a while, but it was worth the trip. Well, we find out, Miss Lauren, what do you think about it?
I mean, I think it's wonderful to have a street, because I mean, they couldn't just name a street after me. It has to be one crescent. I mean, it has to be something with a ring to it. So Lauren Burgess Crescent really sounds wonderful, or in my own words, splendid, right?
Miss Lauren, you've just had a street named after you. What are you going to do now?
I think the best thing for I do at this moment in time is to go to the lands department, see the minister and ask for a piece of land so that I can live where my name is.
While we all can't live on a street named after us, we could move to a street named after your favorite people, such as Albert Hoy, Alejo Beni, Sir Sandy Hunter, Lord Rayburn, Juliet Soberanis, Marcus Canole, and Samuel Hines. While they were all easily recognizable people, there is one street named after a place many of us love to visit. Belizeans are the ones normally going to Cheddar Mall, but now Cheddar Mall has come to Belize, in the form of a street, that is. It was the only street to actually be renamed. Someone had called it Macmillan Drive, but as part of the sister city relationship with Cheddar Mall, the Belize City Council decided to give Cheddar Mall the honor. While the Cheddar Mall street signs are up, Madrid says the other signs will come slowly but surely. In the meantime, I'll be waiting for a sign saying Channel 5 Drive. Janelle Chinona for News 5.
News 5 sports fans
Are back.
pick the one story almost everyone.
Belize Limited, bringing good taste to life.
To 2020. We're not in Balama, we're on Coney Drive, and of course we are still live getting ready for another edition of Grace Flavor.
With beat. We got the beat downstairs.
That beat coming out.
That was slowly.
But we'll take it.
We take it. All right.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Grace.
Good morning.
All right. So I'm joined, of course, by resident chef, Chef Dwayne.
Sí, gracias.
And today our Grace representative is Emerson, who I hear is new to the club.
Yeah.
You be.
Yeah. Started in December, the 2nd of December 2019. So,
you graduate fast. You don't Grace ever with a beat?
Yeah.
That means you know if you do a few things in the kitchen.
Yes. I'm a tourism student, so been in the kitchen. All about been in different places in the country, tourism. So I do have a background in the kitchen. So
Now I get
No,
the
we got- there
connection.
you
What's
go.
happening here?
Man, there's a lot of stuff happening here.
Exactly. So tell me, what are we cooking today?
We're cooking this nice atole.
Atole.
Atole. It's a Mayan cultural. You know how we do coffee, then do the atole. You could get it in all about in the villages and stuff like that. So we're Grace to Grace Make It Easy, guy. This thing is so easy. It's nice. The weather calls for a nice atole. And
Do you find that a lot of people know about atole? Because I was telling you, I haven't had atole in I don't know how long.
a lot of people is getting into it. A lot of people is there's a guy right at the market on a bicycle stand. He runs out of this thing. He makes 2 big pot. And by 10 o'clock, you can find atole out there.
Wow.
You can find it. It is so good. So what Grace has done, make it so easy for you. Make us show you.
So tell us the basics.
The basic-
What is atole?
Flour lab. Creole, flour
I
lab.
was going to say.
Can lab. Marginal one, the flour lab.
Uh-huh.
These are the same thing, but they make it out. You can make it out of yuca, right? It's another name. The Garifuna use it. But this is
It
a
would be cassava.
cassava, right? And
But the atole is with
is with
corn.
corn, right? Is with corn. People of the corn. This is their porridge.
Okay.
Very healthy. Corn.
Sweet or salty?
Sweet, salty. You spice it up. You could put allspice. You could put vanilla. Oh, you could go just sweeter.
This sounds
Condensed milk.
My cup of atole.
This definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. My cup of atole. I like that. I like that, Mar.
So show us how.
So how? Very easy.
All right.
I have some meat, but let me just show you the process.
Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna
So we're gonna get.
Life is so much easier now.
You
We just get minza.
Get minza masa, current people. And this was done from some friends up there at Maya Mountain Lodge. All right.
Which means you have,
We have-
which means you have mostly corn.
Corn, yes, they're
Yeah.
corn people. Everything comes out from the bush, very organic and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's a new project I'm working on with these people. Very nice, very nice. So this is according to your taste buds.
Okay.
I put some more.
Okay.
This is
So
very
all you're gonna do is buy the masa.
right.
And put it in the
the
blender. All right.
We're gonna take a corn. We're using whole kernel sweet. It done sweet already. It done sweet already, but sweet people.
I know.
Sweet, yeah, sweet tooth people, right? Okay. I'm just gonna show. I love this little
The smaller cans.
the smaller cans. They're snack. I like their snack. I just pop it in.
I mean, you could just eat
Eat that, and it's very healthy. It's very healthy. All right. So I'm dump the whole thing in the bomb.
Okay.
All right. You could go with your sugar. You could go with your we have the condensed milk, but I'm gonna go in the raw. All right, because this is sweet already. But
Okay.
you could add, and that's it. Some water.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay.
That's it. We're gonna blend. This will get thicken up.
Uh-huh.
Thicken it.
Yeah, thicken
Anyway,
up.
thicken up.
In the blender?
We're gonna put it on the
No,
put it
on the stove, yeah. So it's gonna look watery right now.
Right. Yeah. Don't worry about that. And you pop it in the blender,
Uh-huh.
and this is what you got. You put it
So
on
you
low.
Put it on the oven.
On the yeah.
And how long will you keep it on there for?
As long as it get thick, you know, you could do your texture.
Yeah.
How thick you like it. Some people like it runny. Some people like it thick, and you could see how the consistency of that is
You
very.
need a nice thick atole
Atole-
as your comfort food in the morning.
Yes,
Yeah.
trust me, you have one of this, and you're set for the morning.
So what do we have here? We have a sweet version.
We have
of-
that's a regular version, but you could add to it. You could
So
add
this would have been just that.
just that liquid, very
Yeah.
liquid.
Cooked in here.
Right.
With some spices.
Spices.
Mhm.
See the liquid? It's very, very liquid. All right,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it breaks. Then you stir it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Voila.
And you would bubble that.
Yes,
till
and it will
gets-
take.
till it thicken up.
Thicken up.
Okay.
Till it thicken up.
All right.
Then
So-
you some. We have some nutmeg, spices, and
What-
stuff. All right. So you could do the honors there. We could take this off. Yeah.
Okay.
It's already made.
Yeah, it is already made. And if I want sweet, I'd get
Get
some
some
condensed milk.
milk. We have the sweetened kind.
Okay.
All right. Of course. I'll take a shot too. I'll take a
And if
shot.
I want to...
Emerson?
and if I want it just as is,
Just as-
it's fine because the
right.
corn is a little bit sweet.
Right.
All right. Emerson, you've had atole before, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Have you made it?
No, you will.
No, I will, yeah.
All
All
right.
right, this is yours.
Okay.
And
See.
yeah. This is a nice morning wake up.
You're a good type of man. You serve yourself, right? All right.
All right. Atole from Grace. All right. So, taste that.
That's delicious. I love that nutmeg
you,
in there.
You like the nutmeg in there?
Yeah.
You could cinnamon on top. Real
Delicious.
interesting, yes.
Yeah. Very delicious.
Okay.
Okay. So the
On that
first
note,
meal
let's jump
is
into
done.
that. Yes. Then we're going back with the corn. We're going back with the corn. Remember, we are corn people.
All right.
So we have, we have the, if you do your
So since you don't have masa,
masa, we're just going to step it up with some
salbutes.
salbutes, breakfast
Yeah,
salbutes.
Breakfast salbutes.
Yes, we upscale.
Okay.
Taking simple things and make it nice.
Okay.
Get the family around and they're like, oh, you just make that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we had some fried already, so we could take that off.
Okay.
We could take that off. Well, the frying pan. Yeah, I'll use the fire. Careful there, careful. Right?
All right, so we already fried up. I think everybody knows how to fry
Yeah,
up
right,
salbutes.
yeah.
There you go.
can
You
pop
start
it right
off
here.
with your
Masa.
I just want to.
She just want to mash that down. There you go. Get the shot in
I
there.
want to do this because
Get that shot in there.
tell you.
New toy, right? You're gonna
I
go for
know,
one,
right?
right? You know how it's in Spanish, right?
And you have the
The masha.
plastic. The masha, that's what they call it?
No, there's another name. Maricon, they call it, right?
I did it too big.
That's good.
No,
That's good.
That's not big.
That's our belly full. That's our belly full. That's for that's family size. Then you would. That's a map of Belize.
Clearly, I'm my day job.
Yeah. You will make
I was
it,
going
girl.
to show how easy
You
it
will
is.
make it, girl. All right. So.
All right.
I'm just gonna add some.
So how are we making salbutes for breakfast?
for breakfast. All right. So we'll stay in the breakfast theme.
Okay.
All right. What I have here is some onions, sweet pepper, and potato.
Okay. This sounds like the beginning, of a very
something,
popular
yes.
dish.
All right. No oil. The reason why no oil is yet, these have their own oil. Trust
Yeah.
me, they do. Potatoes have their own watery base, so you don't want to oil it. Still, that's gonna cook up a little bit.
Yeah.
We have a stir there. Yeah, we could use that.
You mean you can't do the flip?
Do the flip.
No, I won't.
Okay. There you go, buddy. You put it on high. It's on high.
Yeah, it's on high.
And of course, people ask me about when you bring back the bully beef.
That is a Belizean
That is a
favorite.
Belizean favorite. People stop me when you do something with corned beef. I said, no, the first show for the year is dedicated to our favorite corned beef. And look, they make one smaller can.
Smaller,
They
yeah.
did.
Look at that.
Excellent.
It's a smaller size. They have the big
Yeah,
size.
we have
and
the
they-
big one. We have the big one to that. Yeah.
Yes, and they have
So
one
the
with
family size and the smaller,
smaller
size.
size.
Yeah.
And they also have one with less fat now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my favorite thing as a kid. I used to fight for this. I want to do it. I want to do it.
Do you remember when it broke off?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you just have to
boy.
go through the
Yeah.
process
Yeah.
of trying
That's
to
right.
Trying to open
it.
that, yes.
All right.
That was a challenge to open that with.
Yes.
I know. It
Yeah.
breaks off and you watch it like, oh gosh, what am I gonna do now?
Yeah. And grandma used to have extra keys. Don't worry, I got it. Put up the next key.
Yeah, put
Don't
up the-
lose the key.
That's a special Belize
Belize-
six
that's right.
that maybe only we know.
What's that key for? Only one thing. Look
All
at
right.
that. Okay.
So this is just straight into
Straight
the pan.
into
That
the
has
pan.
everything you
Yeah.
need.
You, Emerson, you want to dig that out there with the same fork? Yeah. Pitch it in. Give it some time to cook. You know
So
timing.
we have the corned beef
Yes.
in a smaller size. All right, and I guess this is our filling for our salbutes.
How easy. But with egg breakfast, let's do eggs too.
Okay.
Okay, we have some eggs coming up.
Okay.
Yes.
Mixed in with the
Mix in
corned
with
beef.
the egg and corned beef and potatoes.
I'm gonna leave you to show us what's happening here.
These are my fun spots.
They don't take long. It doesn't take long to cook, does it?
Just the potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just the potatoes.
This is very easy to make.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice breakfast. You could take it up. You could do it with tuna. We have a great tuna selection at there, Grace.
Yeah.
We have in water.
We have water and we have in oil.
Yeah.
Water and oil.
If you're looking on the healthier side, you want to do the tuna with the onions and bell peppers and the masa and stuff like that. All right.
Oh, it smells
Emerson
delicious.
is going to town. Emerson is going to town.
It smells
Yes.
so good.
Yes. With some nice hot tortillas here,
Tortillas, yeah.
shells. All right.
Yeah, this is the shape you're supposed to get, in case you didn't know, right?
Shape not included. Okay.
So the corned beef is cooking up,
Yes.
and this is going to go on top of our fried corn, and I spy some eggs.
Yes. Breakfast. We're doing breakfast.
This is why it's a breakfast salute.
Back to my atole.
Oh, it's good.
Mm. Mm.
So your secret sauce in there is nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
And
Imagine
it doesn't make it sweet. It just gives it like this really nice flavor.
Right. Imagine 1 pound. How much you can make from 1 pound. Make one big pot and get everybody into it, and hey, the new thing, right?
Yeah.
After that, look at that. Let's get some egg in there. All right.
Wow.
You could do it whole, but we'll do 2.
Okay.
Scramble that baby
Scramble
right
that
in there.
up. All right, Emerson, it looks like you know what you're doing.
Yes,
You have
yeah,
convinced us.
That's right. Graduation again. So we also have something going on at Grace. We're
Yeah,
talking
for
about there.
to start off the year, we're doing a fire sale at Grace.
Oh, the fire sale
Yeah,
is
the
back.
fire sale. Yeah, it's back.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So that's the backyard one?
That's
Okay.
Yeah, so it gives customers the opportunity to get products, you know, at reasonable prices. It will be right in the backyard here at Grace. So that will be the ending of January. So then the customers can just come right at the bucket, and then the staff will be right there, ready
Yeah.
to serve them.
Right.
What kind of deals can you take advantage of? Like how low do things go?
Well, we have up to half the price of the regular whatever the prices are. We have the sardines, the mackerel, we have ketchup, all different ketchup we have.
Oh yes, because you have your different line of flavored ketchup.
different.
Right.
Right,
man. Then guys got overboard with ketchup. We got a good
And of
ketchup
course,
session.
and of course we have the meat we're doing here, the corned beef.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get that at special prices as
that.
well.
This girl talked about this up a long time.
See?
That's right.
All right. And what about the drinks?
The drinks we have right now, the beverage line. We have the Carib.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Moccasin. The new kid on the block, which is the Royal Stout.
The Royal Stout.
Yeah, and that
made a
is
hit.
that is a hit right now in
That made a hit
in the market.
for
Yeah,
Christmas
so
and
that
New
is
Year's.
those you can get those at the sale
fire
as well.
sale.
Yeah, as
All
well.
right.
Yeah.
I call it that an Maga season sale.
Well, I was gonna say most people have to stretch it
Yeah,
at this
stretch.
point.
Go,
Yeah.
go down
Exactly,
there
exactly.
and get to the bully
Exactly.
beef, get to the ketchup, get stuck up.
We'll be
Get
right there.
stuck
We'll
in.
be right there from 8 in the morning until while stock lasts.
End of the month.
End of the month. Yeah.
Okay.
End of January.
Okay, so
Here we go. Time for
You could-
breakfast salbutes.
you could do a lot of stuff with this. You want to go ahead and pitch some on there?
Okay.
See? I'll make it easy, man. There you go, Mar. There you go.
I won't make it pretty like you guys do. You know?
No, that is just
I
what
just to try. It's like target practice. I have to make sure I get it on the correct spot.
Right, let me put my head just in case it fall right off. No.
All right.
Wow. Wow.
I didn't do too bad this time.
No.
None went on the floor.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
So is that it?
That's not it yet.
Okay.
Breakfast
I
eggs.
see you got something in your hand there.
Okay, so.
You thought I would notice
Yeah,
that one
I
thing?
can't hide this from you because
I saw that the minute I walked in, trying to hide it in the corner.
Yeah, I can't hide it. I can't.
All right.
All right, so.
Getting your serving of
Cheese. We said the magic word there. And you just come and you just
So
line.
you're going with cheddar.
I'm going with cheddar. You
Yeah.
can go with queso blanco. We have some good cheese here in Belize also, right?
A good Dutch cheese
A
would be
good
great
Dutch
with
cheese.
that.
Awesome. You guys still have that Dutch cheese there on Target. And Grace, it was there for a while.
For a while, yeah.
But then we'll see. Look at that. Bang.
Breakfast salmutes. And while atole can be breakfast on its
On its own, there you go.
you can still have a little sip along with it.
That was so easy. That was fun.
That was easy. Yeah, I don't
And
see
you
what.
look like you just slave over this for like a whole hour.
That's the secret. Start when they're sleeping and say, "Look how long I've been working."
From all day.
All right, and once again, Emerson, that fire sale. Tell us the details.
Yeah, the fire sale will be held on the 31st of January at beginning at 8 o'clock in the morning, right there at Grace Compound. So, guys, come on over and take advantage of the deal that we have.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you once again, Chef Dwayne.
Gracias.
You delivered on your promise. You said you'd start the year with corned beef, and
Corned
that's
beef.
exactly what you've
That's
done.
right.
A new way to prepare it: potatoes, sweet pepper, onions, and corned beef, along with some eggs. And you get that on some corn, and you're good to.
That's right.
All right. Thank you.
Gracias.
We're going to go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, we'll be back with more Open Your Eyes. So stay tuned.
Flavor with a Beat was brought to you by Grace Candidate Belize Limited, bringing good taste to life.
And welcome back to Fun Friday. Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. It is a fun Friday. And we've got the fun in the room as we speak. Now we're about to get into some flavor. Flavor Fizz Shop, healthy smoothies, and fruit balls. Guys, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Let me do an introduction here. Shanda.
No,
where you
this
at?
is Mary
All
next
right.
to me, Mary
Hi.
Jones, who's one of the business partners.
Yes, we also have Lewis Thompson. He's in the middle there. And of course, we've got Shanda
Thompson.
Shanda Thompson. How are you guys? Good morning. Good morning.
Doing good.
Morning. And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to
Oh,
you.
know you're an entrepreneur. That much I know. This man, the boat, and he's making his sale. Guys, I didn't know you guys have a smoothie spot as well.
Yes.
What the? Tell me about this. Tell me about this venture, man.
Well, as you know, I have the other business there at Chetamale Street.
Yeah.
And on Fridays, we used to go to Belmopan and operate at the market.
Yeah.
So one day I was traversing through the market and I came across this small stall. It was like a 3 or 4 foot stall that they were doing some mango mixes. So I looked at it and it seemed very interesting. I said, let me have a shot at it. And that was the game changer for me. I'm like, man, this is really good. So I stood there like a minute and I watched her do her thing and it was very interesting. I was like, man, I have to try this at home. It looks very nice. So I saw some of the ingredients that she had and I went home, I spoke with my wife. I told her, man, I really love this. We have to try and make it. We made it and it just took off from there.
That was it.
That was it. And from there, I said, this could actually be a business here in Belize City. No one has it going on in the city. It's going to be perfect. And we launched off, it was like August 15th. We went on social media, we launched our page, and from there it just went off. We started from our home, and like 2 months after, we went mobile.
Yeah, you got a truck, right?
Yes, we did.
I love the colors of the truck. It just makes you want to try what's coming out of there. Yeah.
And that's the thing, we believe in marketing, and I think it's a marketing aspect that we launched there in wrapping the truck. Thank God for Slingshot. They hooked us up right, and we were very excited to get the business out and running. And from there, it's been awesome.
So let's start off. You make smoothies, but you do like smoothies with lots of extras.
Yes, yes. We're not just the plain smoothies.
Yeah.
Everything, if you notice, everyone loves social media.
Yeah.
So they're gonna snap pictures in front of the truck with the colors. They're gonna snap the pictures of their smoothies. Yeah. That's colorful as well. If you've seen the smoothie bowl, that's one of the large hits that we've launched recently, and it's been going great.
Yeah, yeah. So you started off with mangoes, I guess, because that was the one you loved.
Yes.
But what's been the favorite flavors that people have been going for?
The mangonada is actually.
Mangonada.
Yes.
Right?
Mangonada is.
Why does that not surprise me? Yeah. Because it's like spicy mango.
Yes. That's what the tahin does. The tahin adds that flavor along with the chamoy. And it's something that's been somewhat originated from Mexico. And it's been trickling along the other Hispanic countries. So, I mean, we've took it on and we've done great. I mean, people come from all over the city hunting us for the mangonadas.
Okay. Cool. And what are some of the other cool flavors that you have?
Right.
Right now, the sneaker fizz is the hot thing.
Sneaker fizz?
Yeah, we have a sneaker
What's
fizz.
in that one? Now you spoke directly to my heart. Yeah.
Well, it's a chocolate mixture with caramel along with the Snickers inside of it and on top.
All right. Tell us about the venture though, because how do you just come up with a flavor? You say, okay, make a chocolate and then we blend it and see how it is?
No, it's actually trial and error. Like we're home in the kitchen and we mix this, mix that. We're like, oh, this not got together. This got together. Maybe we should try this or change it up. So
it's just all your
trial
recipes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All original.
Excellent. And who's the artistic one? Because those cups look like works of art. That's you. I knew it. I was going to guess it, you know. So you get the drink, you put it all together, but now you want it to look Instagram ready, right? Tell us about that process.
With that, I use Pinterest, #1, and also Instagram pages that does the same thing. Yeah, I browse, and I put my own twist to it.
Okay. Well, we're going to see some of that today.
We need to check it out.
So what are we making?
Okay, first we're going to make the mangonadas.
Okay, cool. So we got mango the boat too?
No, what we Last year when mango was in season, we went to this farm and we harvest mango and we peel, we freeze them. So we have our stock to make the mangonadas.
So it's mango
fresh.
chote there.
Yes.
All right, so here we go. Mangonadas.
All right, so we start off with some ice, and there you
and
have
then the mango mixture.
Okay.
That's a special ingredient.
That's a secret part.
Yeah.
You know, anytime they come with something already prepared, you know, they're not gonna give out that secret. But if we were at home, you could use frozen mangoes, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and then what I'm gonna do is glaze the cup.
Okay.
All right. All right, so the mango is mixing.
This is chamoy.
Yeah, this is chamoy with cabbage.
Yeah. And then we're gonna glaze the cup inside. And we're gonna add some tahin. Just a little. Yeah.
Sweet.
All done.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at home, you'll still be pulsing and mixing. That's the heavy duty blenders at work.
That's heavy duty. Wife the ask for one.
Let me just put it up here.
Alright, yeah,
Do
she's
it.
asking. You know what?
I'll be sure to check
So-
us out at Belize Local Deals. We also have them there.
Which one, the Vitamix or the Ninja?
We had both actually, but the Vitamix flow out for the Christmas. But we
sure.
do keep the ninjas in stock.
They're very powerful.
And that's what you call the liquid gold.
Well, I was gonna say, you know, clearly you're experienced in this because that's just the perfect consistency that you need.
Ooh, you're putting it on my favorite. Okay.
Top it off. Just a little bit of tahin and chamoy.
Oh my
And you have a straw.
So I didn't see anything sweet go in there.
Yeah.
Just the mango itself, or
Yes.
is that a bit of secret that you're holding back?
The thing is, none of our products that we sell, we include sugar.
Oh, okay.
We
So
do
there's
our
no sugar.
best to not include sugar. I know everyone is going after this healthy living,
Yeah.
this healthy living lifestyle, and they're watching the amount of calories and the carbohydrates being put in. So we do our best to keep it healthy based.
Okay, all healthy, all natural.
Yes.
All right, so because that look good, and I hear it they call me too.
What's the cost something like this would run for?
This is $6.
All right,
Oh.
so $6, and that's look
Yeah.
at that for $6.
Yeah. That's a whole lot.
I know, right?
Yep, and
This
that's what
is-
keeps people coming back.
Number one, I'm trying to get into the camera first. You hold it.
All right,
I'm
thank
not
you.
going to take it
Oh
from
my
you,
God,
but we're
thank
trying to
you.
get this out. This
We
is
do
your
have multiple
bestseller.
straws if
Yes.
you need.
Yeah, I know, right? We have multiple
The
straws.
bestseller.
Or that one is for that one is for you, and then the smoothie ball is for Marlene.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Give me a bowl.
Compromise, right?
Give me a cup, give me a bowl.
No, you see what happened?
This is
This is a greedy choke puppy. He went first and the second.
All right, this is nice. This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Napkins is right here.
All right.
Cool.
So go ahead and take your sample.
All right, let me do that. No, watch me.
I mean, you're on TV, John.
Oh my God, there is a kick with the this thing.
Tahin.
Yes, yes, there is a kick there.
So the spice, the sweet, the salt. What else? Tell me what you tasted.
It's a perfect blend. There's spice indeed. There's sweet, there is salt, and there is extreme flavor. That much I can tell you. Mangalicious, waiting.
Mangonada.
Oh, that thing, yes. Mangonada.
All right, so next up we're going to be doing a smoothie bowl, right? So what's a smoothie bowl?
It's like a yogurt smoothie, like
Okay.
a smoothie, but a thick texture like a yogurt.
Okay.
With toppings of choice, but today the toppings we have is strawberry, kiwi, coconut shavings, and raisins.
Cool.
All right,
All
let's
right,
do it.
let's do it, yes.
It's
So who do we call in the, you want this, there's an office that says, you know what, in the afternoon time, we normally want something to, to ease off for the afternoon.
Yeah.
What do we call, who do we call to get these things?
Well, we do have our business number for the Flavor Fizz Shack. That's 637-9355. 652.
Okay.
Yes. Now tell me something. So you have the mobile. Do you just move around, or you have a set location in the mornings?
During the day, we're operating here, right here on Kona Drive,
Okay.
from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m.
Okay.
So we might be moving to and fro from the beginning to the end of Kona Drive during the week.
Okay.
On Saturdays, we're at our other business location there on Chetumal Boulevard,
Okay.
with the junction of the Western Highway. And on Sundays, on intervals, we're at the Radisson Seawall.
Okay,
So
perfect.
yeah, that's a very awesome location.
Yeah, there are a lot of families that's out at
Yes.
the lighthouse. All right, ladies, tell us what you did there.
We add banana, strawberry, yogurt, some cherry syrup, milk, and then we put it in the Vitamix, and that does the job for us. So what are we looking for here is a thick consistency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's the difference between drinking the smoothie and having it as a
Yes.
It actually gives you the option to eat it as a yogurt, so it has that thick body, and you're able to enjoy it rather than have to use a straw.
Yeah.
Because the toppings are then set on top of the yogurt smoothie
Yeah.
bowl, so you're able to see the glamour in what you're enjoying.
Yes.
And you have the option to take your picture and post it on Instagram.
Now, I love that you were really thinking about just what a lot of people have as habits anyway. They want to
Yes.
share everything that they're
Yeah,
doing,
that's true.
especially beautiful food. So how do you integrate that into kind of, because if I take a picture of my beautiful smoothie bowl, more people
Yeah.
will want to buy from
Definitely.
you.
Yeah.
So do you encourage people? Are there incentives if they tag you or?
Yes, we always encourage people to tag us on Instagram or Facebook. On Instagram, it's Flavor Fish Shack. On Facebook, it's Flavor Fish Shack Twisted Cups.
Oh. All right, so let's talk flavors for your smoothie bowls now. This one is?
Strawberry banana.
All right, is this your top seller?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, Shanda, you look disappointed that this is the top seller. This is the basic for
I
you?
like to explore with them, but people prefer this one.
Okay.
I guess it's the strawberry and the banana.
Yeah, it's always a
Because
good
we have papaya strawberry, pineapple banana, papaya banana.
And blueberry banana.
Yeah. But people prefer the strawberry banana.
Okay.
I guess that's the flavor they used to, so.
That's true. That's true. So we go from, we have it in the bowl. Looks like a cup of yogurt, but it is just fruits, a little bit of milk, and some ice.
Well,
No,
actually,
you didn't
there's
put
no
ice, it was
ice.
frozen
No
fruit.
ice. No ice. So what we're doing here is adding the coconut shavings.
Okay.
Some raisins. You see what you missed out on?
I know.
I know.
Ooh, man. Look at that. I love the presentation.
Yes.
That's really nice.
I think for us that what attracts our customers is basically the colors and presentation and how we present our stuff.
Yeah. That was nice.
And it's been very awesome with the business because we have a lot of repeat customers.
Yeah.
We have customers that comes with their own personal requests. So we're not only stuck to what we have on
Ooh,
the
so if
menu.
I tell you the food combinations I want, you'll do
Yes,
it?
we'll do our best to make
See, we can
exactly
play around
what
with
you
creativity.
Yes.
I've seen that firsthand. My wife go there for a specific thing, and you guys make it for her.
Yeah.
And this is $6 for the manganada. How much is the fruit bowl?
This is 10.
Okay.
Okay.
We
But
also
this
have
is-
one for $15.
Okay,
Well,
perfect.
This one is a meal. I mean, this is enough
the
for you
caramel.
to have
Yeah.
for breakfast or
That-
even lunch.
And that's the idea of it. Sometimes you want to
drizzle
get rid
with
of that
caramel.
carbohydrates and so forth in the morning.
Yeah.
That's where the smoothie bowl comes into play.
Yeah.
So you're able to enjoy this as a
Beautiful.
meal.
All right. Look at that.
Yeah, that is beautiful. Let's try to get the top of it. To
Yes,
just a bit.
lovely.
Can you see that? Nice.
What a pretty, my goodness.
I guess
So what's
you're
the strangest
reconsidering?
request that you got?
Pineapple banana. Yeah.
And so now you added that to the menu
Yes.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah, pineapple is
There's
delicious.
just this one guy who is like one of our customers, a return customer. Every time he comes, he wants the pineapple banana.
Well, And now it becomes, look at that, that's beautiful.
And your lesson learned, John,
Yep.
is don't make decisions until you know all your
No, I'll
options.
tell you what,
All right? Don't pretend like you want that one now. You didn't even know what was coming.
This one is good. And I have my favorite, this thing.
You say not
Chicorée.
milk yet, right?
That is all strawberry and banana. That's what I love about it.
Excellent, guys.
Delicious. This is the type of breakfast we all need to be having.
Yeah. So again, you guys are on Facebook, you're on Instagram. Easy to find, colorful truck.
Yes.
The circle, Pakuna Drive.
Do you do deliveries or people have to find you?
That is, yeah. We are actually looking at incorporating the delivery service. We have our guy, Chris, with Chris Delivers.
Rich.
Yeah.
Rich.
So, okay. Clearly, we said before, this is $10 for this one. The $15 one, what's the difference with that?
Twice the size.
Twice the size. Okay.
So only an
That's
additional
a serving
$5.
for two.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
You catch the hint?
All right, what else would you guys like to tell us? I mean, you've been open less than a year. What I hear from you is that there's a growing demand from people.
Yes.
So, what's your plan? What do you want to do from this point forward?
Yeah.
Well, we are looking at doubling up the business itself. So we're hoping to have one here on the north side and one probably on the south side as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have a lot of requests coming from our district.
Cool.
So we're looking at even
Branch out.
mobilizing
Yeah.
our district as well. Even if it's only for the weekends, we could have one of the trucks go maybe Cayo, Belmopan, Corozal, Orange Walk, and even maybe down to Placencia.
Look, I'll tell you, and in those areas, fresh fruits every day. So you can't beat that. Excellent choice, guys.
That's
All right, so it's Flavor Fizz Shacks. Once
Yes.
again, Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
That's the easiest way to get you.
Yes.
Right? And there's also a phone number that you can be reached at.
Yes, that is right.
And
That's
what's the number?
637-9352.
All right. Cool.
Now, I just want to get in here. So we talked a bit about some of the healthy options, but you have your real dessert like drinks. I just saw one with some sprinkles and what looks like whipped cream.
Yeah.
Tell us about the one that you really, when you say I deserve a treat, that they should go for.
Well, the one that I go for now is the Sneaker Fizz. Yes, because I like chocolate. So
Me too.
I go with that, and that's the #1 seller on that menu because we actually have 3 menus.
Okay.
We have a smoothie with fraps, coffee drinks.
Yeah.
We have the mangonada menu, and we have the smoothie bowl.
Excellent.
So we have 3 different menus to choose from.
All right.
The #1 on the mangonada menu is the mangonada.
Yeah.
For kids, it's the Twisted Crave, which is a choice of 4 fruits with candies on top, juju, wormy, tambran, and the kids go for that, airheads. And the #1 seller on the smoothie menu is the strawberry banana smoothie. Smoothie with the whipped cream up on top, the sprinkles. For the fraps menu, it's the caramel frap. Also carry ice cream with the whipped cream and all the toppings. And for the smoothie bowl, that's what we did just now. The smoothie is the strawberry banana.
All right. And so you said this is $6. Is there a different price for the kids one?
The one for kids, the one that kids go for is the $8. That's the Twisted Crave. But we are looking into create a mini. Yes.
Yeah.
That's coming up this week or next week.
Excellent.
So something for the entire family.
Yes.
And there's also one more twist to this. There's a twisted pineapple, which, you get an entire pineapple. You get it glazed with the manada and chamoy and so forth.
Mangonada inside, tambran, pineapple, the slices on the side.
Strawberry kebab, cantaloupe kebab, and a little earhead swirls with a juju on top.
And don't miss the important part that he just said. It's in a pineapple. The picture was up just now, so it's just the coolest thing for you to take your picture with, because clearly you're going for the aesthetics here. But what we can say is that it delivers the flavor as well.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, guys.
And best of luck once again. Flavor Fizz Shacks. Find them on Instagram, on Facebook, or just look for the very colorful food truck on Coney Drive. You cannot miss it.
On our page, we post up our calendar of where we're going to be. So just look out for that.
All right. Excellent.
All right.
Well, once again, thank you so very much, guys, and Happy New Year!
Happy New Year
for
again,
having
guys.
us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, well, we're about to take that break, and when we come back, we'll be wrapping things up. So stick with us.
With over 100 years of service excellence in Belize, the Belize Bank Limited recognizes
Just like that, we have come to the end of our show for this morning. I want to say a big thank you to all of our guests. We started this morning with some excellent music. That was an excellent group, Austria and Belize, and they will be in San Pedro.
No, they're going to be at the
Mexican Institute today.
tonight. It starts at 6 p.m. Do get there early because it is a free show and everybody wants to enjoy it. So head on out and enjoy some beautiful music. They're going to be this weekend in San Pedro. Tomorrow at 4 in the Central Park. And then on Sunday morning at the Living Word Church.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 free performances you can take advantage of. And then they're going to be at the theater at the nighttime. And that's going to be, there's a charge for that, but you can find out about it if you're in the area. There's also going to be a session at UB on Wednesday, so you can check that out as well.
They're in
It is a
Belmopan.
collaborative effort. They're making beautiful music.
Oh my God.
It's a great opportunity to be able to enjoy it and appreciate the mixture of cultures as well.
Definitely. So we started our morning right, and you went up with Chef D.
I know. I'm getting some great breakfast treats
I know,
today.
right?
So Chef Dwayne made atole. Have you had atole before?
Yes, I have had
Okay.
atole
Do you have it regularly or it's been a
Not
while?
regularly. It's
So
been
that
a
was me. I was
while.
like, I haven't had this in a
Been a
long time.
while,
It
yes.
was delicious and so easy to make. He also made a corned beef salbutes or a breakfast salbutes. And so once again, we want to say thank you to them for giving us some recipes people can try at home. And also remember that Grace Kennedy has their fire sale coming up on January 31st. You can get deals on all of their products. And it's also a great opportunity to be able to kind of stock up. We know that people are trying to replenish after the Christmas, so you can take advantage of that. That does include sales on their beverage line as well. And so that's the 31st at the Grace Compound, and it starts at 8.
Excellent. And I'll tell you what, I'm feeling healthy. Why? Because I got my smoothie. And it was a
Mangonada.
Well, I tell you, mangonada, mango, everything in this. So I'll tell you, we want to say a big thank you to Shanda, to Luis, and of course to Mary. It was an excellent time hanging out with you guys as the Flavor Fizz Shack and healthy smoothies and fruit bowls.
Yeah.
I enjoyed mine. I saw the look on your face. You were enjoying yours as well.
Yeah, I'm a big smoothie fan, so I mean, I was excited about this. You know, this is two-part. This is, I guess, a foodie tour right here in Belize City.
Yeah.
Just right up the street from us. It's not a far tour. But also, it's also being able to talk about new businesses in Belize, and we definitely wish them the best. They're offering some healthy options. But they also have some stuff if you want to splurge. You've been good, did a good workout, you want to get something nice and sweet.
Yeah.
There's stuff for the kids as well, so do check them out. You can get all the information on their Facebook page and on their Instagram. It's called Flavor Fizz Shacks. And if you just want to stop by and see the menu, they're on Coney Drive most of the days. And just look for the colorful truck.
Yeah, just look out for that truck. Take a picture in front of that truck. But make sure you get yourself a smoothie. Live healthy and don't be afraid for entrepreneurship. Lou, you're doing good, my brother. You and your crew. But we've got to go. If you've got any questions, any concerns, you can always drop us a line. We're at oye@channel5belize.com.
You can also drop me a line at marlene_oye@channel5belize.com. Of course, you can find us on Facebook. That's where we have this entire live stream. And you can get more information about the show. That's at Open Your Eyes BZ. Follow us on Instagram. You'll get the behind the scenes action. That's OYE Belize. And remember to tune in on Monday morning at 6:30 when you open your eyes.
To start your morning right. As per usual, keep your eyes, your minds,
and your hearts open. We'll see you soon. Enjoy your day and weekend, Belize.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.